Hey guys, it's Doris, and I just wanted to cover some news before SummerSlam tomorrow night. First and foremost, if you haven't heard, the Riddle Rollins match was canceled for SummerSlam. They reported that Riddle got hurt after the attack on Seth Rollins. No need to worry, this is a storyline. Apparently the match got nixed, but there is a rumor that there is going to be a returning superstar for Seth Rollins to face tomorrow night at SummerSlam. They're saying that it's been reported that Seth Rollins is already in Nashville, which is why we know that he's still going to be on SummerSlam. He put on Twitter, hopefully the fans that paid their hard-earned money to see me wrestle at SummerSlam will not be disappointed. Triple H responded, "I hear you." So there are some rumors that some of the names, it's been confirmed that it will definitely be a returning superstar. Some of the names that are being thrown out are Randy Orton. We know that Randy Orton has no return timeline due to the back injury. But some people are saying that Randy Orton would be the one that would make the most sense for the storyline to come back and get revenge for Rollins hurting Riddle. Another name that has been thrown out is Edge going after Seth Rollins. That doesn't make much sense because they weren't really connected, the two of them, recently with Edge's storyline. More names are Johnny Gargano returning to WWE now that Triple H is in charge of creative. Another name, of course, this gets thrown out every pay-per-view, is The Fiend. And also one that I'm less happy about, Bill Goldberg. I tend to agree that Randy Orton would be the one that would make the most sense. But if you remember the year before The Fiend was released, he did face Seth Rollins in Hell in a Cell. So they do have a background, but we'll have to see. Some more news is Becky Lynch rips Ronda Rousey. Apparently, Becky Lynch talked a lot of trash concerning Ronda Rousey on ESPN's Curbside Club. It's a podcast. Lynch expressed her belief that Rousey had regressed since returning from maternity leave earlier this year. She said, "I think Rousey doesn't respect the wrestling business as much as she should. I mean, she's gone off on tangents, disrespecting the sport that I've given my life to, that I love, that I obsess about. Both of us have come back from having a child, and one has come back better than ever. The other one has not. I'm the one who's back better than ever, and I think that you need that respect for the business, that obsession for the business to be able to do that. I don't think that she puts as much work in. She doesn't put as much work in as I do, and it shows." So this could be a lead-in to a storyline between Rousey and Lynch if they both win their matches tomorrow night, both winning titles. Could be a way to unify the women's title. So along with the story that I just did about the returning superstar for Rollins, you know that last week I had reported that Edge was supposed to appear on this past Monday night. Those plans apparently changed at the last minute. Right after Vince McMahon announced his retirement, those plans were changed. Originally, it was supposed to be Edge and Beth Phoenix returning on Monday night. Neither one were there. Neither one, the storyline for that night was nixed. And there were also original plans for Edge to appear at SummerSlam. No one's really sure right now if that's still going to happen, where he didn't appear on Raw. But we know that the Mysterios and Judgment Day have a tag match tomorrow night, so that could be where Edge returns. It is a no disqualification match, so, and we know that more than likely Rhea Ripley will be heavily involved, so it would be logical for Edge and Phoenix to show up to help the Mysterios, and then that would lead to a match, a mixed tag match with Phoenix and Edge against Rhea and Damien or Finn. Also, there's some speculation that, or some reports, I should say, that WWE is under further investigation concerning their stocks. Apparently, their stocks have been falling, and there's some investigation concerning Vince McMahon retiring and then the stocks falling. And Vince McMahon also apparently sold some of his stocks, but he still does control the voting power because the stocks he sold were the A brand stocks, which apparently does not hold any voting power, but he kept all his B brand stocks, which are the ones that hold the voting power. So that's an investigation going on by the government. Also, there's been some reports that WWE is trying to, now that Vince has stepped down, trying to mend things with Sasha Banks and Naomi. We've heard this before, so I'm not really sure where to take it. We haven't heard anything about either one of them other than Sasha Banks asking for $30,000 for signing autographs. We also have not heard anything about the women's tag titles, so I'm not really sure where that leads us. Also, Bobby Lashley has apparently been approached to do a boxing event versus Mike Tyson. He said that he wants to do it, and now that Vince, who in the past put a debacle on Lashley's yearn to return to MMA, Vince isn't there no more, so there's no one to stop Lashley now. And I'm sure Triple H and Stephanie will see the financial gain for WWE if they make it a WWE event. That could happen at WrestleMania. We know that Tyson has appeared at WrestleMania in the past, so that would be something that they could schedule for next WrestleMania. Commander Aziz has made his return at a live event for NXT, apparently. He will be working with Cora Jade as a bodyguard to go along with her new dark gimmick since she turned heel. I thought it was kind of funny when I saw that report because we were just talking about Commander Aziz. We know that Apollo Crews also returned to NXT, but apparently the two will not be working together. As I said, Aziz will be working with Cora Jade, and Apollo Crews is on his own as a single star. As you know, there's a lot of rumors about former WWE superstars speculating that they would return now that Vince has stepped down and Triple H is in charge of creative. Some of those names are, of course, Johnny Gargano, we've already talked to, Sasha Banks and Naomi, some other names for NXT that could possibly end up coming back, Dakota Kai, Dexter Lumis. So we'll have to see. Triple H has said that he is going to work on NXT and try to bring it back to its former glory. So we'll have to see if that entails bringing back some superstars that were released. There's also some talk on Kevin Dunn and Bruce Pritchard being replaced now that Vince McMahon is no longer CEO and in charge of creative. We know that it's been reported that Stephanie McMahon and Kevin Dunn do not get along and do not see eye to eye as far as storylines. But there has been a lot of speculation that the two of them would soon be missing from the company. A lot of people are saying that Triple H wants to have a spectacular splash as far as creative at SummerSlam. And it says that, however, reportedly he will do it only if it makes sense. We'll have to see what how the WWE product will change under Triple H's rule. We all have speculated up till now that we think it will be better. We've been waiting for this to happen, so we'll have to see what truly happens. Also, Max Dupree has been pulled off SmackDown, so we will not be seeing Max Dupree. I'm not sure. Some people are saying that they're going to recreate his character and have him come back as something else. So we'll have to see. Other than that, guys, the Rollins Riddle storyline was in my mind the biggest one because that's going to impact SummerSlam. We'll have to wait and see who the surprise opponent is. But as I said, it's reported that Rollins is already in Nashville, so that he will be on SummerSlam, and that it's being reported that it will be a huge return who will be Seth Rollins' opponent. All right. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow night. I am planning on streaming SummerSlam. It starts at 8 p.m. So, yeah. Hopefully, we'll see you there. Come watch it with me. Like it. And I will see you tomorrow night. Have a great night. Love you all. And if I will keep my eye out for any more breaking news having to do with SummerSlam, and I will do some reports if necessary. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow night. Love you guys. Bye.